What's going on, you guys? I just wanted to come and make a video about how to choose the right partner. And a lot of us lead with our emotions when it comes to selecting the right partner. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the tangibles, the things that we should be looking for if we want to choose the right person for us, wisely choose the right person for us. So first I would say we should be finding people that are or searching people that are aligned with us, that are grounded and show um, the ability to grow. And when I say show the ability to grow, I don't necessarily mean like potential, because we shouldn't be picking people based off of their potential. We should be picking people based off of who they are today, their patterns today. So it's patterns over potential. What do they consistently do? Because what they consistently do shows us exactly who they are. And the thing about paying attention to somebody's patterns, it also shows us their potential. Because if they're having or establishing good patterns, we can potentially see what that's going to lead to down the road. So you can get potential, you can get a vision of potential through seeing somebody's patterns, but you don't want to be dating based off of someone's potentials, because at that point they become a project, and we don't want to date projects. If that person needs healing, I don't want to be the one to have to help them heal. Especially, I don't want to have to help them get over some trauma that I wasn't the cause of. So we need to stop dating people off of who they could be, because 9 times out of 10, they're never going to become that person unless they choose to change. There's nothing we can do to make them change. They have to choose that for themselves. So look for patterns. Look for things that show who that person is today, and date them based off of who they are today. So that is a big one for me. Um, that should be a big one for women, because women are fixer uppers and they like to pick men based off of their potential. So the women out there, I hope y'all hear this. The next one I would say is choosing character over chemistry. Chemistry is great and it is needed, but character sustains. Chemistry is not enough to sustain a relationship. You can have great chemistry with somebody, but the relationship would never last if he's a guy that constantly entertains other women, or the woman constantly entertains other men. They're constantly in the club, they're constantly drinking, they're constantly doing drugs, they constantly talk down on you. So character is what sustains a relationship. It's not chemistry. Chemistry is great for the initial. It is a great identifier. It's a great way to identify somebody that you should continue to pursue, get to know better, because you see that, hey, we have some type of chemistry here, some type of alignment here, but it's not enough to sustain a relationship. So we shouldn't be picking somebody based off of how well we get along with them or how well the chemistry is. It's a great addition, but it shouldn't be a deciding factor, because chemistry is an intangible, which means it's kind of emotion led. We want to be choosing people more off of tangible things, off of things we can identify. Chemistry is kind of intangible, so we can't really put our hands on it, which also it makes things more of a toss up. I mean, everything is great now. We have great chemistry, but who's this person when our chemistry fades a little bit? Who's this person when we don't get along like that anymore? So when you go through difficult times, or if you go through obstacles, character is what's going to matter. How does he treat you when you guys are having a disagreement? How does he treat you, or how does she treat you when things aren't going good? That's what matters. It's character. So along with character, along with, if we're going to stay on the emotion thing, how chemistry is more emotion led, we also want to be choosing alignment over intensity. Intensity is emotion led as well. And when we talk about emotions, it tends to lean more towards women because they tend to lead with their emotions. He's making me feel so great right now. In the honeymoon phase, a man may be love bombing you, and a woman would take that as actual love, or he's such a great fit for me. But instead of focusing on intensity, because intensity is something that fades, you need to be focused more on alignment. How does his values match up with your values? Does he have a faith that he believes in? How does he feel about family? What does he think about finances? What are his boundaries, or what are her boundaries? How does she see finances? What does she think about family? Is she religious? Does she believe in God? Does she believe in Christ? These are the things that sustain a relationship. Intensity doesn't. Intensity is surface level and it flames out within the first few months. Now, alignment matters. I want kids, she wants kids. Because if I want kids and she doesn't want kids, there's an issue. So we're not aligned in that area. If I want to save and invest money, sacrifice today, save and invest money, but she wants to spend money on material items, she wants to go out and buy a house, you guys aren't aligned. You both need to be on the same page on what you're going to be doing with finances. So these things matter. What are each other's boundaries? He may love going to the club and she may not. She might not want a man that goes to the club all the time. He may not want a girl who likes to go out to the club with her girlfriends all the time. He may not want that. That may be a boundary of his. So you guys need to be aligned in specific areas in order for the relationship to last. So these are the things we need to be focused on, and not so much of the emotional or the intangible things in a relationship, like intensity, chemistry, potential. The intangibles are going to be the reason why you choose the wrong person, because intangibles are not what they seem. They may look a certain way, but when you get into the nitty gritty, they may not be what it seems. He may look like he has all this potential in the world, but really he's never going to change, or vice versa. She has the potential of being a great mother, but she goes to the club every weekend. She's never going to change. So we need to start selecting people based off of the tangibles, patterns, character, alignment. Those are the things that make a relationship last. And the better you are at focusing on those things and picking the right person that shares or has the alignment in those areas similarly to you, the better luck you're going to have with choosing a partner. But welcome to my TED Talk. I thank you guys for listening. I hope this video wasn't too long, maybe 10 minutes, maybe 9 minutes. But I hope it was beneficial. I hope you guys are able to pull something from it. Because I know, especially women, I know y'all do a lot of dating off of potential, because women like projects. Women like to fix people, like to fix men. because they may see great potential in this guy. Men don't really date off of potential too often because we don't really need a woman to be a leader for us. We don't need them to be a protector for us, or somebody to provide. So we don't really need a woman to have potential. But I guess not so much in those areas, but we need a woman to be a good mother. We need a woman that can take care of the home. If I'm out working, if I'm in a different state working or something, handling business, she does need a show that she can do those things. So I guess we somewhat do, but not to the extent that women do, But I hope there's some value that you guys got from this video. I hope it helps you in whatever situationship that y'all got going on or relationship that y'all got going on. Um, I think that's why I love YouTube, man. I love YouTube, of course, for entertainment, but I love it for the informative side. I love to learn. So any type of content I create, I want it to be beneficial to the viewer. I want it to be applicable to the viewer. I want it to be something that they can use and apply to their own life. And this is why I love to engage with the comments. That's why I want you guys to comment below. Please leave a comment because I like to engage. I like to talk. I like to learn from you guys. Maybe you guys may come up with some way of thinking that's different from mine, and I may be able to apply it to my own way of thinking. It's called groupthink. I want to be able to learn from different people. I want to be able to view things differently so that I can get a better understanding of the subject. But I thank you guys. Like I said, please leave a comment. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. That stuff is free. And that's all I ask of you guys. That's all I ask. I mean, you're already watching. You might as well comment, right? um, but I thank you guys for viewing this video. I mean, you could have been spending your time anywhere else in the world, but you chose to spend it with me. And I'm appreciative of that. So I thank you guys. And I'm going to have more content on the way per usual. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.